Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Variable Barricade. We finished the game last time, but we still have some bad endings and some final stuff to wrap up. So, we finished our true route, but we still have Taiga and Ichiya's after stories to do. We have Kasuga/Tsubame's after story to do, and then we have our full unlock to do, our full open. But we are going to do our other bad endings today, and we will see when we get through them if we're going to try to fit anything else, or this might just be a short part. Like I said in the last part, we might be... Do you want to start a new game with the event time to choose? Yes. Oh, we want to... Whoops. That was me. I forgot. Okay, skip. So, we're going to come in here. I'm just doing this, setting this up so it doesn't, like, start skipping the thing. So, I'll let this skip. Oh, Kasuga. Anyway, so this might be a shorter part, and I might make Taiga and Ichiya's kind of final endings, like kind of recapping their routes, their own, and then do the Kasuga/Tsubame ending along with the full open. Because I'm not sure what's in the full open, so I might do that in its own, so we might have, like, 3 parts after this one for including this one. I'm not really sure. If we manage to get to the endings and it takes, like, 10 minutes, then we might do, like, one of the other guys' things. Or this will just be out of fucking order. I'm not really 100% sure. So, we're doing the bad endings now. I still haven't recorded Taiga and Ichiya's ending kind of things, but I might see after I do this, and things might have been out of order. So if you saw Taiga and Ichiya's final kind of recap things before this, that's what happened. So I don't know. Interesting. This is really weird. Hold on a second. It says to make a save here, right? So I'm just going to straight up... We'll save it here. Hopefully that's fine. Time to choose. Okay, but here's my question. Save one, and then it says make a decision. I can't choose. But that doesn't make any sense. Why would we make a decision and can't choose? Those are the options. I took a deep breath. Okay, hold on. So maybe we're supposed to do this. No, I think we're supposed to choose. I can't choose. The guide literally says, create a save file, make a decision. I can't choose. Like, that's the option. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so it's a good thing we saved here. Because it's supposed to say, like, I can't choose. That should have been the ending. That's what oh, God, I just stepped on my freaking, like, my cord was switched on my bouncy bowl, and I just ripped my fucking headset off. I figured it was I can't choose, but I'm not sure why. And I couldn't remember how it went. I was like, do we say make a decision, and then we have the 4 guys, and then we say I can't choose? But no. Okay, that was weird. But anyway, now we know what happens when we choose this. Firmly ignoring the fluttering in my stomach, I took a deep breath and gave my answer. I can't choose. I had so much new information dropped on me today. You put me on the spot by asking me to choose a fiancé right now, and I don't know the correct answer. I've only just started to learn who my suitors really are. No matter which one I choose, it's obvious that the branch families will strenuously object. That would instigate a factional battle in the family. If I made that decision knowing the strife it would cause, I'd be a failure as the Tojo family heir. Grandfather looked at me, and silence stretched across the room for a long second. Then he said, choosing not to choose is indeed a valid option. However, will you not have regrets? Regrets? Strangely, his question stabbed at my heart and brought a self-deprecating smile to my face. I spent my life thinking only of living up to my duties as the Tojo family heir. It's only appropriate that I choose the most fit gentleman to be my fiancé. Long since put any regrets behind me. That's right, I had nothing left to regret now. This was something I'd both decided and accepted long, long ago. When grandfather had dumped those 4 men into my life, I lost my focus a little. That's all. Lost my focus being able to read. Yes, I'd only lost my focus. So this pain in my heart is surely just my imagination. I deliberately switched off my emotions and concentrated on the muscles in my face. Lift the corners of my mouth, let the corners of my eyes crinkle. There, a perfectly happy smile. If the match is profitable for the family, then I can ask for nothing more. So the bad ending is marrying Kazuya? I feel so bad for him. I mean, yes, in this case, if you did this right off the bat, it would be bad because you don't know this man. But like after, you know. Grandfather stared at my expression for a long moment, his expression growing stern. And slowly he said, "That's what you wish, so it shall be." Later, I had a marriage interview with the suitor the Branch families put forward, and we decided to marry. And we're getting the same CG we've already had. Oh, but they shadow it out so you don't know who he is. That's so cold. Like, if you got to this point, they wouldn't show. Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense because that's like a huge reveal, right? Later, and if you knew what he looked like, you'd be like, "Isn't that really that Kazu guy that we met? Wait a minute." Instead of being sus about it and be like, "What if it's that guy?" You know what I mean? In the time it took for the wedding to be set, I learned truths and saw various people's machinations bear fruit. But that didn't matter anymore. Everything was over. That day I couldn't choose. Today's the result of that. Wonderful! The Tojo family's future is secure! Indeed, they make such a lovely couple! Best wishes to the both of them. They look so happy. Really? Because I look like I want to hang myself. Yes, this was a happy marriage. The best possible match. On that day, I'd chosen a different future. No, there was no point in thinking about it now. Because right now I'm happy. I painted a quiet smile on my face and stared across the hollow reality that stretched before me. I like that it's the alternate CG of like that other bad ending that we've gotten. You know what I mean? Which is like marrying fucking Kazu. Anyway, so we're gonna do this one again. So one and only ally, since okay, this is the one there's 4 variations of, but I think it's just basically variations of. That was weird. Again, it's my fucking controller. The drift doesn't work. My right controller is starting to stop working. I'm like, my controller was sitting on my lap as I adjusted my headset. So this one, I think the only difference is because of the path you take to get to it. But we'll see when the ending comes up what the difference is. But we're gonna choose Ichiya because that's just. Like, I hate that. I'm pretty sure I didn't do that. So. Alright, so now we have to skip through the whole entire fucking game, basically. I don't think this one had a heroine victory reason route when prompted. And I think that's it. We've never chosen this. You know what I mean? Battle results set to heroine victory reason route. Okay. Yeah, so now we have to go through the board. We'll skip all the WIS messages, obviously, because we've read them all. Okay, I get it. Yes, it takes so long to do. Did this one have a skipping? I don't think it does. Because, like, pushing my controller does nothing. I was like, one of them does, but I can't quite remember, but I don't think it was this one. I thought this one did for some reason. But I'm like pushing my thingy and nothing's working, and that just hides the thing. So wait, that's not working either. Huh. Yeah, I guess not. If it does if it does, my buttons and my thing aren't working. So, which I think is a problem because like now maybe it was just. I don't know. Look, I get very confused between the 2 games that we're playing, like which one lets you do that and which one doesn't. I don't like, you know what I mean? So now in my brain, I'm like, I feel like this one did. But, you know what I mean? But I guess it was just Beard Oshana that had it. I don't know, like, whatever. It's all right. So that's the only thing. So this is kind of why I don't want to go through every single version of the ending. Because it doesn't save it in there. Nothing really changes. So I'm assuming the ending is exactly the same. It's just, you know, this time we're going through dating Ichio, we get the ending. These other, it's just going to be the interim between who we chose and the actual ending is the only thing that's going to be different. But what about you? Did you enjoy it? Oh, well, this, and we get to see other choices. But I'm not going to do that for every single one. So if you want to see all the options for every single other choice, play the damn game yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it seems worthless at this point to buy the whole game just for the other option choices, but like, it doesn't matter to me. So, like, to do them all, you know? What about you? Did you enjoy it? Huh? If someone asked me if this was fun, I could easily say yes. But what mattered to me more was this a fun date for you too? For me? Yeah, with as much priority as I was given today, I did have a good time, but I have to wonder if it was as enjoyable for you. Ichia blinked and then let out a sigh of relief. And today I was entirely focused on making you happy, on making sure you had the time of your life. If you did, then I'd say the day was a smashing success. Oh, really? He did look happy, but there was a nagging feeling in the back of my mind that something about this scene wasn't quite right. I guess that's going to be it. We're going to actually get to see the other choices in the other routes that we didn't choose in the very beginning, especially. But again, that's not worth it to me to spend an hour going through every single one of these just to read a couple sentences that are slightly different. You know what I mean? It's not going to make a huge impact. So, we complete the game, but we kind of don't if you think about it, because we read like 98% of the text. We're missing a small percentage by not doing that, but like, again, doesn't make a big impact to the end of the game. We're not missing an ending. We're not missing a route. You know what I mean? We're just missing some flavor sprinkles, and they don't actually make it like that. It was like, oh, well, it's a success. Okay. Nothing about that, like, oh my god, that drastically changes something or you're missing anything. You know what I mean? So I think we'll be fine. A lot of these don't have choices, so we're just going to be kind of skipping on through. And again, because it's going to take so long to do these, I didn't actually look at the time, but beforehand, but I don't think this one choices. So, but yeah. I don't know. I mean, like I said, it could just be a shorter part. We'll see what happens, and I'm not sure the order I'm going to put. Obviously, like, the normal part of the game goes up on its own, and but this is the first one I'm doing between the last 4 things we basically have to do. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, whoa. Where the hell is this choice? I'm looking. Aren't we in the speak normally, Jeb? It says that we're not. It says there's no choice. There's no choice in that one. It says there's no choices until you're getting ahead of yourself is the next choice and precious things stolen. So I'm just gonna say this one because it's the opposite one. Okay, good. That's the reasoning up anyway. That's not even in the guide. Okay, so the only thing I will say. Normally, Atome Kitten's guides are on par, but for these bad endings, they're completely fucking off, is all I'm gonna say. Like, this is like, because the other one has both the choices in there, and you're like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on? And this one says there's no choices. Like, because it goes in here, process of elimination, secret effort, no choices, speak normally, no choices, what's normal of a companion, no choices, precious things stolen, that's where there's a choice. There's a choice in here. Like, so I was like really fucking thrown off, but okay. Anyway, well, obviously, if there are choices that are missing in the guide, we'll just choose the opposite ones because then they'll be the wrong ones. If I'm being honest, your flirting doesn't really work on me. I looked off to the side, speaking gently to hopefully lessen the sting of my words. I couldn't look Ichi in the face. Excessive compliments feel, I don't know, awkward instead of nice, and all the silly names just don't really resonate with me, I suppose. Most of the time I just tune it all out. I think that if you could speak to me normally, then we might get to understand each other a lot better. I wasn't exactly as blunt as I could have been, but my words honestly reflected how I felt. I peeked back towards him to see how he was reacting. Dead. Ichia? Oh, sorry, you just tuned it all out, huh? It didn't affect you at all. I'm sorry? No, no, it's okay. I appreciate that you were honest with me. I love how dramatic he gets that he goes all gray and cracked. Ichiya grimaced, obviously shaken. Inwardly, I apologized to him again. Ichiya's like, I don't... Yeah. Oh, Ichiya. Yeah. Yeah, so... I guess actually, technically, we get our ending after this first segment. So we're not really going through the whole route. We're going through the first board to get our ending, but... And I guess technically we could go through all the other ones, but again, it doesn't seem like... Yeah, it would take up a full hour to probably go through all of them at this point, but... I'm gonna save myself some time, to be honest, because since we're not going... I mean, I guess because most of our bad endings we got in the second board, so we've probably seen all the choices there. So it's not like, oh, let's just skip through everything and go to every chapter and choose every other option and get all the flavor sprinkles, you know? We've probably already done that on the second board by choosing all the wrong answers there to get bad endings. So we'd really only have to go through the first board. And, like, Ichiya's is skipping pretty fast. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Oh, no, I didn't. It's just this thing's weird. But I don't think it's necessary, and I think I'm probably just going to do what I originally thought, and just the bad endings will be their own kind of part. But again, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this. Oh, God. Oh, you're getting ahead of yourself. Good. The British shows in that one. And I might do, like, I'm not sure if I'll do Taiga and Ichiya's ending things together or separate, just because I kind of feel like maybe they should be on their own. But if they're relatively short, then I might put them together. You know? So I'm not sure what's going to happen. And again, I'm not sure how I'm going to arrange it if I'm going to do the bad endings like this right after the good ending, and then we do the wrap-ups, the summations, or if I do the summations, then we do the bad endings, and then whatever. I will probably most likely, regardless of where I put this, if I do Taiga and Ichiya's ending things and then this, or this, then Taiga and Ichiya's, I will do the Kasuga kind of ending and then the full open thing. That will definitely be the end be all of the game. But where I'm putting the other 2/3 parts is going to be, as of right now, the Taiga and Ichiya stuff will come after this, but which I think makes sense. Probably what I'll still do, just because I have to, like, I number my videos when I'm putting them up, like, before I process them. So, like, if I don't have them numbered, I'm not gonna know what the fuck's going on. So, and I'm obviously recording this before I did those because I just figured, but you know, the wrap-ups at the end, yeah. And I'm probably not gonna redo Nayuta and Shion's endings just because we've already done those. I know they were kind of out of cycle for them. You know what I mean? I did it right at the end of their routes, and now we're doing these ones at the end. So we're not going to get the recap of their routes again, but it's kind of like we did the route, and then we did the recap of the route. I don't want to do the recap of the route again. You know what I mean? Like, that's just too much. So I might have if I had more time, but a new door. And yeah, I'm gonna guess, you know what, I'm gonna probably stick it, and this will just be it. This will be like its own ending. Because I'm gonna assume we did technically get a CG and our other bad ending, but it's basically the same one we've already had. It's just you don't get to see Kazuya, because that would be spoilery. And, you know. Alright, here we go. Although the end to this, the bad end, one and only ally, absolutely makes me feel like it's a Kasuga ending, because, like, he's our one and only ally, right? I'm here for it. I'm intrigued. Bad ending. Come on. It's not a bad ending when I get to be with Kasuga. Which we should be getting now after this, so. Oh, I feel bad for Ichiya. Look at him, he's all blushing and happy, and then we're gonna, like, stomp his heart. Sorry, Ichiya. I'm gonna go live forever my single girl route. With my brother. probably never know in this ending that Kasuga's my brother, so that's my happy ending. So we'll see what happens. All right, we got to do the battle. Oh, that's true. And then we got to like fun and listen to the voice acting and everything. Could have done that at the end of this one. I don't know what's gonna happen. Look, okay, the interim parts might be kind of short. But the end part will be maybe long. It really fucking depends. I do not know what I'm gonna do because it's hard when you get to the end of the game, right? To decide like what you're doing. Oh, and I guess this would be it too, because I don't think we've ever seen the totally defended with everybody. We would see that for everybody. Oh. I want to. Okay. Now, Ichiya, about all this. Spacey, really, it's not what you think. It's not. I'm not. Simply repeating no and it's not what you think isn't going to help me figure out how I'm supposed to feel about this, Ichiya. So I'm going to guess this little part would be different depending on which route you were in. Part of me didn't want to believe what Kazu said. Part of me wanted to insist that it couldn't be true. But the way Ichiya reacted to what Kazu said, the way he was obviously shaken, I couldn't just dismiss it. Kazu, on the other hand, had leveled all his accusations with the confidence of someone who knows he's right. To find out the truth. Keeping my own unease buried deep inside, I turned to Ichiya and began to speak. Stay calm, Ichiya, okay? Answer my questions in order. First, Kazuya is your twin brother. That is correct, right? Ichiya nodded. He says that the two of you don't get along very well. Is that true, too? Well, answer me. Yes, he's right. What about what he said after that? Is it true that you only became my suitor so you could throw it back at your brother, to whom you have this ongoing rivalry? No! Are you sure about that? Kazu had been watching us quietly, but he suddenly interjected. So I'm getting the feeling, yes, because this is like, we're going to be like, I can't trust Ichiya, and my one and only ally is Kasuga, and we're just not going to, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's kind of where the ending's going to go, and I guess what's different is, okay, we get up to this point, we're going to have that moment with everyone, like, wait, you only wanted to be my freaking bodyguard, Nayuta? Well, yeah, and then it's like, bam, Kasuga's my one and only ally, type of a thing. So this little bit is probably going to be different, obviously, because the slight little bridge to get to the ending, but I'm going to see how long it takes. Maybe we'll do the other ones? I don't know. What the fuck? We'll see. We'll see how I feel in like 5 minutes when we're done here. Ichiya, can you say that wasn't at least part of it? Can you look me in the eye and swear you didn't consider it for even a moment? Ichiya visibly flinched. Ichiya, if there really wasn't a single ulterior motive to what you did, if your intentions were completely pure, swear it to me right now. Kazuya, Enough! When he didn't answer Kazu immediately, my decision was, unfortunately, made. Even if it wasn't really like that, even if he did have his reasons, I just couldn't bring myself to put my trust in a person who tried to evade the question instead of answering it directly. I'm sorry, but I'm going home. Spacey... Ichiya is my suitor, but it's become clear that he may have had other motivations beside the obvious. That is a problem. I knew I sounded cold, but I lacked the energy to phrase things more gently. I must discuss this with Kasuga and Grandfather. Kazu, I'll bring you up too. Alright, that's probably for the best. Ichiya, I suggest you be ready. Ichiya looked up at me, his eyes pleading. You have something to say, please. Just say it. I looked back at him, praying he would speak up. Nah, he can't. Ichiya hasn't gotten his balls yet. But I understand. He said only that, then looked away. That told me all I needed to know. So I'm going to assume, like, again, the little lead up there, the little bridge over is going to be different for each character, but I was finishing up my homework after dinner, as usual. My hand automatically moved, solving problems, though my thoughts were somewhere else. I hardly felt any emotions. I wondered if my heart had grown cold. Was I so devastated by him? Feelings, love, hate, marriage. It's all absolute nonsense. In the past, I would have laughed at any of my classmates who were upset about love and thought them childish. And past me definitely wouldn't want to admit how much love was affecting me now. And we just say him, so it could be generic to any of them, so. You look unhappy, miss. Kasuga. I just finished my homework and was taking a moment to collect myself when Kasuga spoke. Recently you've seemed depressed all the time. Is it because of him? No. Are you sure? He must have seen through my act anyway. Although I knew it to be true, it was too awkward to say out loud. He stood there silently looking at me. I'll not ask you the details of what happened, Miss Spacey. What if it is too painful for you to face him? I can make all your problems disappear. I bet you can. What? I looked up, completely taken by surprise. Kasuga smiled calmly, then proceeded to say something that unsettled me. I'm gonna guess that there's probably nothing he can say that's gonna unsettle me more than he's my absolute 100% natural-born brother, not adopted, absolutely same exact parents, not even a half-sibling, and I'm still into that. So there's really, I don't think of much that he's gonna say. I've been preparing for this moment for a long time. Preparing to free you from this communal life you've been trapped in, and from your unwanted marriage. I'm here for it. What do you mean? I was so confused as to what he was talking about. Oh my god, is this our runaway with Kasuga ending? He reached his hand out to me gently. Miss Spacey, if you want to escape from this outrageous situation, please take my hand. Oh my god, do it. Kasuga, was he serious? Or was he teasing me like always? His eyes were deadly serious. I shuddered when I realized this. I'll help you run away. Please, take my hand. Run away? With Kasuga? That's like the best idea this game has ever had! This may be the best bad ending ever. Look, sometimes there's bad endings where you're like, this is awful, but I'm here for it. Like, we've had endings in Color X Malice, and we've had endings in Pio Fiore where you're like, these are bad, but I'm here for them. I like them in a fucked up kind of way. But this is probably the best of the bad endings ever. Like, Run Away with Kasuga? Yes. I don't even care. At this point, we had no clue who he was. It's fine. Shouldn't. It would be deplorable. Miss Spacey. The next thing I knew, I was taking his hand. Fuck yes! Ah! All my dreams come true! He knows. We don't. We don't ever need... Listen, Kasuga, I don't ever need to know the secrets you're hiding. Kasuga had secretly arranged for me to attend an all-girls school in England. I would study there. He completed all the formalities, and I left Japan without seeing anyone. Don't worry. I'll take care of everything. I'm here for you. Everything will be okay. You are safe with me. I know I am. I'm the only one who can help you. Kasuga repeated those words in my ear. I felt completely paralyzed. I'm okay with the Stockholm Syndrome. Let's do this. The only one who can help me is Kasuga. With that in mind, I severed all ties with my old life in Japan. I mean, I'll miss Samugi and everything, but like, cool. I'm with Kasuga. Do I not get a CG of this? What the fuck? I didn't get I needed a weird, disturbing Kasuga CG. I mean, okay, so technically the road to get there is going to be, like, different. Hey! You stop that! I'm trying to ignore him, a little motherfucker. You do not scream like that. You are a bad bird. Fucking cannot stand that goddamn fucking noise. This is not even a chirp. It's this god-awful screaming, and I want to slap him so fucking... I would never do that to my bird. Oh, they don't even show you this one. They didn't even show that there's a difference, but there is one. That's interesting. And it's not in here as its own. Well, that's really baffling. They don't show you that one as an ending, like CG, you know what I mean? This is our lovely, like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, so this is our lovely Kasuga's, like, or slightly embarrassed. I kind of like the, like, I don't know, like, that one's good, but, like, then there's, like, just fucking Kasuga sitting there, like, shocked stare. I like the eye contact, but I also like that he just looks happy, like, hiding off into the distance. So, I don't think I'm gonna do the ending 4 more times, you know, or whatever, just to see the little things, because you get it. You know what's gonna happen. It's basically gonna be a little like with Naruto, you know, it's gonna be, wait, you're just here to be my bodyguard? What the fuck? And then, wait, no, and then into that, and then Taiga would be the, you're just the Watcher? And with Shion, I'm not exactly sure how it would go, but, you know, you can kind of imagine it, and, you know, whatever. So this is a shorter part, and, like I said, I'm not 100% sure now exactly how I'm going to do the rest of them, but we'll see what happens. We will be doing... I'm gonna guess I'm probably gonna do this, and then we'll do the after stories after this, because I haven't recorded those yet, so if I put them up beforehand, like, just ignore me, but I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna put them up after this, just because I'll probably just number the parts in order that I record them, and, like, whatever. So we'll do those. I'm not sure if they're gonna be individual, like, if Taiga will be his own, and then Ichigo will be his own. I might do it that way, just because unless they're, like, really under 30 minutes. I don't quite remember how long they took, but, you know, it's just a shame because, I mean, technically Taiga and Ichigo both got their good ending and then their bad ending, and you got the 2 CGs where we, like, stayed on them, and so did Shion and fucking Naruto. I'm gonna go fucking strangle my goddamn fucking bird. You stop! You are being extremely fucking bad! No! You stop it! I cannot stand that fucking noise. Oh my god. I want to strangle him. I can't stand the fucking noise. It's not even like he's chirping or calling. He's just straight up screaming this god-awful fucking noise that makes me want to throw things at him. I'm not going to throw things at him, but god damn it, I want to. I can't stand that fucking noise. It's like a baby crying. It's like, I want to smother it with a pillow. I would never fuck. That's why I don't have kids, though, because, like, it's that, like, baby crying is not like, no, it's like, shut it the fuck up. I can't stand it. And, like, my bird makes that fucking noise because he knows I'm going to fucking yell at him, and then he gets negative reinforcement, and it's like, I try sometimes to ignore it, but, like, he's just been doing it for, like, 2 fucking minutes. Like, just down there making this god-awful screaming noise. Because he's lonely, but it's like, play with your fucking bird friend, play with your fucking toys, simmer the fuck down. Because he didn't even start going from, like, normally he'll chirp, and he calls, and he, like, whatever to you, and then he resorts to that. He just straight up resorted to that, and it's like a fucking trigger for me. Like, I can't handle it. I love him, but he's a fucking asshole sometimes, and today's one of those days. Anyway, we might do Taiga and Ichi's together. And unless they're, like, super, super short, combined under a half hour, I will probably do, like I said, the Suga and the full open kind of thing. And we'll do our voice acting and all that stuff in the last part. So we'll have 2 to 3 parts after this, really depending on how... I'm going to say 2, because I feel like Taiga and Ichi's, like, end recaps will probably go fairly short. I don't think they're going to warrant a whole part of their own, so... But anyway, we're not quite done yet, we're almost there. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up. And subscribe to see more.